Hello peeps, guess what? It's another time for tea and a chat. Hello peeps, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mums and dads, sisters and brothers, aunties and uncles, or uncles and uncles if they're a bit like that, whatever. Anyway, hello there, welcome to another exciting episode of The Mad Mechanic. And today we're going to discuss what type of drones should I take to Scotland. Now, as you know, I'm doing a wild camping trip on the 8th of May. On the 8th and the 9th of May, come back on the 5th of June. So I've got virtually a whole month to do wild camping on an old 1940s motorcycle with a sidecar. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, and you're going to come along with us. So we're going to do a daily blog. So watch this space. So don't forget, I forget which one it is, bottom right hand corner, press that bell button, press the subscribe button, because you'll make a very, very poor mechanic very happy. Right, as you know, I'm going wild camping in Scotland, and I am just trying to decide what do I need to take to record things. Now, do I take a pencil and pad and quickly draw things as I go around? Or what type of drone should I use? What type of drone would you guys, or ladies, or aliens, or people that haven't got a clue which day of the week it is, would recommend for flying a drone? Now, I have 3 drones, and I want you to tell me. I love your comments, I would love your discussions, and I want you to tell me, oh, what are you doing, or that's good, or don't even think it. Now, the first one is, I have a DJI Spark. It's small, it's compact. I haven't really got a problem with space because I've got quite a big sidecar. Now, it's small, it's compact, it's pretty easy, just get up, fly it around. But the cameras are okay. It's got return to home. It doesn't make tea, which is a bit disappointing, but who cares? But also as well, it hasn't got a very good range, but it's quite good for following you on a motorcycle. I've used this a few times. I've actually lost it once and then found it a week later. But I've actually used it to follow my motorcycle, and it picks it up quite well and it quite steadies behind it. But do you think I should take the Spark? I want either yes or no, or you're having a laugh at you. So that's the Spark. Next on the list is the DJI Mini 2. It's small, it's compact, it has a fantastic camera on it, you can put some filters on it, it has a very, very, very long range of battery, where the Spark is about 15, 16 minutes. This will last you 20, 25 minutes at the most if you fly it on city mode. So that's the Spark. It has sensors, return to home. Again, it doesn't make tea, not happy with it, but I just have to learn to live with that. So there's the Mini 2, okay? If you like that one, please comment and please shout out 2. All right, so that's the Mini 2. Or my final version, or my final pick of the pops, guys, is the Maverick Air 2. Now, it's robust. It's not quite as small as the other 2. It's getting bigger, but it has a fabulous camera. It has front and rear sensors. It has a long battery life, and again, it doesn't make tea. Again, I was let down in the shop. But anyway, so that's that. So that's number 3. So I want you to comment on 1 for the Spark, 2 for the Mini 2, on 1 for the Sparky Spark. Now, also as well, while we're on the subject, I had a few comments on my last video about direct line of sight. Now, I looked at the CAA website, And obviously I'm all registered, and as you can see, I've got my operation number on the top of all three of my planes. And I fly model aeroplanes as well. But when I was a youngster, I used to be into model aeroplanes. I've flown model aeroplanes now for about 20, nearly 30 years. And when we had direct line of sight, we had to fly that aeroplane because it had there was nothing on board to actually send back to you. I mean, it has now on some of these aeroplanes, but in the old days, there was nothing to tell you that how high you was, where you was, blah, 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 blah. You had to physically see it. So that was the line of sight. I understood that. If you flew behind a tree, you would lose it, and 9 times out of 10, it would probably crash. You'd be very lucky if you got it back out again. Now, with these drones, with a line of sight, it's a little bit of a grey area in my book, because when you've got a drone that's like that, if you're a youngster, you can see 60 miles in a straight line distance. But if you get to my age, which is about 24, your vision and your eyesight starts to deteriorate. So with this, you could probably get to about 100 meters, I suppose, and it will start to disappear. So in theory, the CAA or the FAA or wherever it is in America, I don't know if they have the same rules in that, but they're telling you that you have to fly that direct line of sight. Now, that's okay if you have an aeroplane that you cannot see forward through it. Now, if you have an aeroplane that doesn't know where it is or what it's doing, yeah, I understand direct line of sight. But there's still a little bit of a grey area. So if you've got an aeroplane with a video on the front and you're permanently flying it forward, you know where obstacles are because you can see through the aeroplane. It's like flying a full-size aeroplane. They don't say with full-size aeroplanes, you need to fly this direct line of sight because you're sitting in it. So with these, in theory, you are virtually sitting inside of it. So why can you not fly these out direct line of sight? Now, I can understand if you have an aeroplane that you fly behind buildings and that's not a direct line of sight. But if you have an open space and you fly this out 2 miles, you still, in theory, will be able to see it because there is nothing in your vision that's telling you not to fly it because you're going to hit somewhere. But also as well, you've got the added bonus of a camera at the front showing you where you are flying. Can you understand where I'm coming from with this? I can understand the 400 feet because that's set in stone. It's written in ink. It's saying you cannot fly no more than 400 feet. It's saying you cannot fly no more than 50 meters over buildings, cars, roads, bits and pieces, whatever, people, and what's those. Years ago, when I was a lad, I used to be a BMFA, a British Model Flying Station member, and also I was an examiner as well. And we used to have one really rule, and that was a Rule 51, thou shalt not endanger any persons or property. And that was quite obvious. You still had the 400 rule, you still had the 550 meters, and you still had to fly, because you had to fly direct line of sight, which means you had to see that aeroplane. But with these, you don't. I'd like your comments on this one. If you want to shoot me down, or if you want to abuse me, listen, I'm an ex-prison officer. I'm used to it, okay? My whole life was spent being abused. I'm happy with that. But if you agree with what I'm saying, it's a little bit of a grey area. I can understand if you're flying behind houses and this, that and the other, but if you're actually flying with an open space, but you still virtually cannot quite see the aeroplane, is that actual direct line of sight? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Anyway, I hope you like this video. I hope it stirs up a little bit of a bit of a bee's nest. I hope it gets a bit of a discussion going. I still want you to find out which drone I should take and also about this direct line of sight. Hopefully all the best. Have a really good... Oh, by the way, before I go, that last video I put on, I really appreciate the 4,000 views I got and all your subscribers. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going, because you'll make a very, very poor mechanic afford tea bags. Take care, guys. Enjoy yourself. And this next video is going to be all about what's going to go on the bike, how I'm going to stock it, how I'm going to pack things away, all going to go next Monday. Don't forget, the 8th of May is the day we're going to leave, and we're going to have some fun. And you're going to come round with me every day, and we're going to do a blog every day and show you exactly where we are, what we're doing, and what we're doing. I'm on my own anyway, so it's just me and Frida. All right, guys, take care, enjoy yourselves, stay safe.